Who isn't a fan of Mario? The hilarious and energetic little Italian plumber is possibly the most iconic video game character there is. And now, Nintendo is creating an original film about Mario and the other lovable characters from this famous franchise. And just as you would expect from Nintendo, they're pulling out all the stops and loading up this film with callbacks, Easter eggs, and lots of fan service. Working in tandem with Universal Pictures and Illumination Studios, Nintendo has released an official trailer for the movie, and it has fans absolutely buzzing. Keep watching to hear about all of the Easter eggs we've uncovered in the trailer so far. Illumination Studios, under the ownership of Universal Studios, put out a Mario-themed movie several years ago. However, that film did not do very well, and they haven't tried again until now. From what we've seen in the trailer, it looks absolutely gorgeous and very well made. Hopefully the studio has learned a thing or two from its original failure. Fans may not be aware, but Illumination has been part of the production of several Mario-themed rides at Universal theme parks. It seems as though the studio is leaning into all Mario properties, and we can see even versions of the Donkey Kong ride, a Yoshi ride, and a Mario Kart ride in the trailer. Talk about a fun way to include lots of different Easter eggs. Characters we've seen in the trailer are Luigi, Donkey Kong, and Princess Peach, along with Mario, of course. We believe that the studio is intentionally hiding some of the antagonistic characters, but we are sure that when the movie comes out, we will see Bowser and Wario on screen. It would certainly be typical of these studios. They often don't want to give away too much in the trailer. With the power of, well, pausing the frame, we have uncovered lots of clues to chew on. In one frame, we can see lots of Nintendo characters that are often lurking around the Mario games. Bob-ombs, Piranha Plants, Goombas, Koopas, and the Hammer Bros can all be seen in a crowd of minions. Interestingly enough, Shy Guys can also be seen, but they are a lesser-known character from a more obscure game. We can also see Sledge Bros in the scene. Eagle-eyed viewers will be rewarded for spotting these guys. There are also a lot of apparent references to platforming in the trailer, clearly as an homage to Mario Bros. Origins as primarily a platforming game. Additionally, cannons, fire flowers, and fire bars can be seen, just as they are seen in the various Mario Bros. Games. Do you remember the sandbox theme game? How about all those flimsy fake platforms? Those dummy platforms can also be spotted in the trailer. Princess Peach has what we think seems an unusual role from what we've seen in the trailer. We can see her transform to a different color scheme, white and red, presumably from a power-up mushroom. We also believe that her character will not be the typical damsel she appears as in most games. It seems as though Luigi and Peach have switched roles. Luigi is now portrayed as the helpless character that needs saving, and Peach appears to be more of a mentor in this new film. As hilarious as this is, it's also quite refreshing to see the swapped roles. How do you feel about the change? Additionally, another shot of Peach shows her not in her usual princess gown, but a tight full bodysuit, seemingly as preparation for the big battle at the end. Fans of Mario Kart Wii will recognize this costume as her biker outfit. We think this costume gives her an edge, and only adds another layer to the new independent personality we'll be seeing. She also holds a biker helmet, leading us to believe that we'll even see her riding the motorcycle during the climax. There is also a quick frame of the Toads in the trailer. We can see them circling and peering over a topographical map of the land, with all the levels marked. The theme appears to be desert, which we believe to be a callback to Sarasa Land, a map that we first saw in Super Mario Land. This implies that we'll also get to meet the lesser-known Princess Daisy. She rules over the Egypt-style African desert that we can see the Toads peering over. If you've played Super Mario Bros. 3, there's also a small reference to that, when we can spot Mario wearing a Tanuki suit. This suit, for those who remember it will know, gives Mario the ability to fly for a short time. Have you played that iteration of the game? Do you remember the first time you used that power-up and realized what it did? Many gamers were blown away by the extra flight ability for the usually land-bound Mario. Fans of Donkey Kong Country will be pleased to know that we will be seeing a rare version of Donkey Kong called Cranky Kong. Even better, we've learned that the legendary Fred Armisen will do the voice of the character. Fans of Cranky Kong, rumored to be just an older version of Donkey Kong himself, is not very well known, but his fans will surely be delighted to see him in such a mainstream movie. Did you know that Donkey Kong has an older version of himself? Even more exciting, a frame in the trailer reveals that the platform that Cranky appears on is an Easter egg in and of itself. It appears to be one of the girders from the original Donkey Kong game. And that's not all for fans of relatively unknown Donkey Kong characters. In the Mario Kart scene, and more on that coming, we can see clearly shots of Kiddy Kong and Funky Kong, along with the classic Donkey Kong. Fun fact, Donkey Kong's character will be voiced by Seth Rogen, and even better, Funky Mode will be reiterated in the film. For those who are unaware, Funky Kong has always been a stoner character canonically, making the choice of Seth Rogen even more fitting. During the Mario Kart scene, we can see that Donkey Kong is going to be an ally of Mario, as are the other Kongs mentioned here. We can imagine imagine that this will lead to a final battle with all of these Kongs going up against Cranky Kong alongside Mario. In this karting scene, we can also see that Mario is driving his classic kart down Rainbow Road, and a still shot can capture a very fitting and funny look of abject horror on Mario's face as he's being chased by lots of other characters. The focus on this shot is beautiful. Mario is in perfect focus, while the background is a bit fuzzier, drawing attention to the hero and his dismay. Anyone who has studied film knows that this is a classic touch that is used in live-action films, and seeing it done so perfectly in the animated film is not only silly, but effective. Are you a fan of Yoshi? Another beautiful shot of the trailer shows us what we believe to be Yoshi's Island, as we can see the colorful foliage and a herd of multicolored Yoshis. Introduced in Super Mario World, Yoshi is certainly a fan favorite. The original Yoshi was green, and we're sure to see him at some point along with his rainbow-colored friends. The brightly colored jungle matches the herd of Yoshis, as we can see a pink one peering over his shoulder toward the camera, which perhaps could be a clue for their role in the movie. What do you think they'll be getting up to? Most of us know that Mario portrays a plumber, but did you know that, canonically, Mario and Luigi were both plumbers working and living in Brooklyn, New York, before they were transported to the Mushroom Kingdom? This is referenced in a movie's poster tagline, which reads, "Plumbing's our game." This background information can be found in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. There's even an anime version of Mario and Luigi's backstory, which features them as grocers, not plumbers. Interestingly, we can see a clear shot of a grocery store in the background of a shot with the brothers. Coincidence? We think not. Oops, wrong studio. Our bad. Who remembers Super Mario 64? One of the most popular games in the franchise, and lots of us remember jumping through paintings in the game. The movie leans into this reference as well. A frame showing Princess Peach's castle, featuring a familiar stained glass portrait of Peach, along with those iconic framed paintings, appear to be about the same size as we saw them in the classic game. Perhaps we'll watch Mario and friends jump through them. We can also see the talking penguins, which are another reference to the Nintendo 64 game. As mentioned earlier, Luigi is framed as sort of a coward in the film, acting as a foil to Mario. His sarcastic line he says to Bowser, "You think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the first letter of his first name on it?" is not only silly and pokes fun at the costuming of the characters. We believe that Luigi will eventually meet Wario and then have to eat his own words. Are you familiar with any of these games? If you grew up playing any kind of video games, it would be surprising to hear that Mario wasn't one of them. These games are amongst the most popular in the world, and we can absolutely see why. There are so many different versions, and the characters are universally beloved, especially the Toads, Princess Peach, Mario, Yoshi, and the Kongs. Are you excited to see the new film? It's scheduled to be released in April next year, and many fans are anxiously waiting and examining the trailer just like we've done today. If you have done so, let us know if you spotted anything else that we missed. And of course, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We would love to hear any theories or other callbacks that we didn't catch. Hopefully the conversation can last until April to help distract us from the next few months we have to wait for the film. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.